guess. And so let's see. And life. Huh. That's what it means? Well, this is interesting. I mean, it sounds easy enough. And if it does work, at least I don't have to worry about this thing popping a button all the time. Well, here goes. Whew. Okay. I threw the bell a day. Redly Haggard Cat Agus Azul. What the? How is this bad already? What the? Okay, let's try that again. I threw the bell a day. Redly Haggard Cat Agus and Azul. What the heck? What the? I'm not going for a hoedown. Why the heck is this hat so dusty? Alright, let's try that again. I threw the bell yesterday, redly agad, cat agus a soul. What the heck? It's not even nighttime yet. That is it. The heck with the Irish language. Granted, I couldn't even pronounce the words anyway. Change your garments, ready for battle, and light! What? Okay. Well, at least it looks, this is better than the other outfits. And I guess with some improvements it could work. Well, that might take a while since this is still my first time with a spell. Well, drain spell, technically. Cue the intro. YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of Reviewing the Web with your hostess, Ashley Winslow. And yes, I am trying to create a new look for myself. Granted, this thing looks like it was hand sewn, but hey, it's better than the last outfit, and I gotta admit, that thing constantly warned me with the buttons, at least. If not to just suddenly popped off, or suddenly come undone if it get caught in a nail or something. Long story. Anyway, unless you guys skipped the intro, and if you did, shame on you, we are going to be looking at the Gamers Trilogy. And yes, I said trilogy, which means there are at least 3 movies. So, without further ado, let's get to it. And let's hope I don't reveal too much without spoiling the movies themselves.
The first Gamers movie, created and owned by Dead Gentleman Production, aka Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, takes place at college where we see a group of friends playing the typical Dungeons & Dragons type of game. What makes this movie interesting though, other than the ending, which I won't say what it is, sorry, is that we get to see the point of views of the characters of the game itself. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is the first I've seen a plotline like this in any form of film or story. Well, at least ones originally created by talented people on the internet. And I'll admit, it surprised me greatly when Zombie Orpheus Entertainment created a sequel to the first movie, which was called Gamers, Darkness Rising. In this movie, though some of the faces are familiar, a new group of role-playing gamers are playing an RPG created by Lodge, a talented writer and gamer who's frustrated at the moment due to not only suffering from writer's block, but also from his friends who are more interested in other things. Though it's not until two new characters and players come to the game that things take an interesting turn for the better. One, a non-player character controlled by Lodge, and a fighter controlled by the only girl in the group, which apparently in this movie is considered as the rarest type of gamer of all.
Wait, hold it! Stop! I'm sorry. But I have to get this off my chest. I mean, granted, this is supposed to be something of a joke, and I'll admit, when I saw it again, I did laugh at it, but first time I saw this part, I was at least a tad insulted. I mean, come on. Of course there are going to be female gamers in the world. I mean, sure, there probably aren't many of us out there, or at least out in public, but come on! Heck, I myself played Mario and Sonic video games when I was a kid. I mean, just because you don't see us doesn't mean we're not there. Let alone the pretty ones. Come on. They even did the same concept in an episode of Psych where Sean and Gus had to catch up with a friend, and it turns out the friend's wife was pretty much a geek herself. Seriously. It's not all that uncommon. Okay. I'm good. Let's continue.
Anyway, like in the first movie, we see the lives of the game characters as the players themselves are playing. While the first had a good amount of action, optical illusion in some points, impressive acting, special locations, and humor, Gamers Darkness Rising actually expands on those things, even adding some impressive special effects to said movie, thus proving their talent's growth. Now, in the third movie, Gamers Hands of Fate, the folks from Darkness Rising returns, but this time, the story sets around Kaz, who's trying to win a collectible card game world championship, and a date with Natalie, one of the game's top players. Yeah, it's one of those stories. Though one of the interesting things about this movie is that while we once again see the characters who are part of the game world, but one of the characters, Mariah, if I pronounced her name correctly, from the card games in the movie, actually acts more sentinel and aware than other game characters we've seen in the past. And thus we also watch her try to discover the truth of her world, and the world beyond. Another interesting thing about the movie is that we also get a glimpse of a book series called The Dangerous Games Trilogy, written by Matt Forpak, a talented writer and game designer, where in Chapter 17 of How to Play, Leo, one of the gamers, ends up encountering a terrible murder. At least as far as I know, since I have yet to even find the books. But what makes this movie truly amazing is that most of it was in fact filmed at Gen Con Indy, a massive Midwest game convention. That's right, they filmed it at a convention. And if that doesn't show how incredible these guys are, I don't know what will. Especially for a fan-supported company. And I haven't even mentioned that at the end of the third movie, there's literally a plot twist that leads off and suggests a fourth movie. That's right, folks, unless this is an old review and it's already out, they are in fact in the process of creating the fourth Gamers movie. Unfortunately, I have no idea when it's coming out or what it's really about, so afraid you'll have to be patient. And now I believe it's time for the ratings. For originality, about 8 out of 10. This is because while there are in fact movies and books about gamers and their lives, or based on a famous game or two, it's also pretty rare from what I can tell. Plus, this series is probably one of the few that actually uses the concept of seeing into the worlds of both the gamers and the game characters. Enough said. For creativity, 10 out of 10. And the reason for this? Well, because of the costumes, props, and even locations alone were very well made or thought out. For dedication, 10 out of 10. Let's face it, if Dead Gentleman Productions, aka Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, were able to stay successful since creating a YouTube account in 2006, and not lose sight of their preferred genres, then that shows true dedication. For resources and effects, 10 out of 10. Well, result speaks for itself. Enough said. For research and knowledge, 10 out of 10. Do I really need to say why? And finally, for improvement, 10 out of 10. There's no doubt about it. If you were to look at the first Gamers movie and compare it with its sequels, you can most certainly see major improvement in effects and camera quality. So, out of the 6 categories, these movies get a 58 out of 60. And that's the highest anything I've reviewed up to date has ever gotten.
Well, that's about wraps up this review. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you'll check out their stuff and give them a chance. And who knows, maybe buy a DVD or two. That's right, they do in fact sell their own movies, as well as TV series, books, and I believe a CD or two. It's actually all on their website, so just check them out and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, without further ado, this is Winslow, signing off. Oh crap, I almost forgot. Stop the music! Sorry. Honestly forgot this one thing. Then I'll let the credits roll again. Ugh. This is actually kind of serious, you guys. I do want to review more than just the stuff that I like. I also would like to, in a way, expand my horizon and check out other things that other people like. So, if you guys have an idea of what I should review next, whether it's an artist, another fan-made movie, music, heck, another reviewer, just let me know. Send me a message and I'll see what I can do. Okay. Was there something else? No, I guess that's it. Okay, that should be all. Bye-bye.